Oh my gosh, French got knocked out by 50? Lux about to battle Surf? What? Oh my gosh, man, this is crazy. This is cray. This is cray. Somebody stole Rock's chain? Oh my gosh, this is cray. What up, what up? Musalotila's Daily Gym. I'm back. I got another one. And it's a nasty word called procrastination. Mister, yeah, I don't feel like it. I'll do it later. I just want to chill right now. Now we all found ourselves before in that that social media scroll. You just scrolling for no reason. You checking out people on your timeline that you don't even know. You like what they up to, even though I don't know you. Next thing you know, like 3 or 4 hours go by, you still scrolling. You avoiding what you need to do because you rather procrastinate. Now here's the thing. What are you really putting off? And here's the crazy part. You could be putting something off because you fear the end result, right? You fear the end result of what you're putting off. Or you may just think that the end result is not going to turn out in your favor. So in a way, you're putting off the fear of success or the fear of failure, right? Let me give you an example. You procrastinating. You know you need to go to the gym. But let's say you find your way to the gym. You go to the gym, and guess what? You start to get in real good shape, right? So now, 6 months down the line, you looking real good, sharp, right? And now the fear is you got to keep this lifestyle up. You understand? You got to keep this lifestyle up. So now you know you can't have any more fried Twinkies. You just can't because you're looking good, you're in shape, and thus, because you're afraid that you can't have the fried Twinkies anymore, you procrastinate today and you hesitate to get started. That's what procrastination is. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes procrastination can also be the fear of your success. You understand? The same exact thing can happen in business, right? Some people fear that if they build this business that's making them a lot of money, they got to maintain it. You understand? You got to pay more taxes. You got to deal with employees. You got to deal with Uncle Sam. You got to deal with, your local administrations. You got to deal with a whole bunch that maybe you feel like right now you're not equipped to deal with, or you don't know how to deal with it. So then today you procrastinate. It's the word procrastination. It's the ugly, nasty word that we're talking about. So we got to figure out how we're going to conquer this procrastination. And here's another thing about procrastination. Some dreamers rather just dream. They don't want action. They just love the idea of dreaming. Thus, they procrastinate. If you're not about that action, but you're about that dream, but you're not about the action. It's kind of weird, but you get what I'm trying to say. You know those people that talk a good game, I'm about to, and they never ever get to doing it? Those are the dreamers that I'm talking about, right? So I'm going to give you 5 good ways on how to conquer some of your procrastination, all right? Let's go. Number 1, let's get rid of procrastination tools. You understand? So let's get rid of the cell phone. Take a cell phone diet every night. Whenever you really need to focus, maybe put that thing on airplane mode. Put it in a different room, right? Get rid of the video games. I don't play video games, but some of you guys play video games. It's like a really way to get your mind off of some other things. I understand, right? But if it's focus time and you know it's focus time, put it to the side. No TV. Just anything that you use as your procrastination tool, set it aside and maybe run your operation or spend your time somewhere else away from it. So you won't have that gadget at hand to procrastinate. Number 2, what is really the worst thing that can happen? You understand? If you're procrastinating doing a speech because you're fear of public speaking, like what's the worst thing that can happen? So just try it, and I guarantee you, if the worst thing don't happen, you know it was all a myth, and you don't have to put it off any longer because it's not like you're going to get up there and people are going to throw tomatoes at you. You may forget or you may stumble over some of the words in your speech, but guess what? You'll get through it. You'll get better. But the first thing you got to do is take action, right? Number three, stop living in your head, right? You got to understand, sometimes your brain give you 1,000 different scenarios and none of them are true. One of them are true, not out of the 1,000, right? Sometimes you play it in your head and it's like, this can happen, that can happen, this can happen, this can happen. There's only one truth. You understand? There's only one truth. Don't run 1,000 scenarios in your head because 99% of them are not going to happen. 99.9% of them are not going to happen. And don't forget, your lizard brain, the part that you got to conquer, was here to keep you safe. And if you only listen to your lizard brain, you'll probably never leave the cave to go and hunt. You don't hunt, you don't eat. Your lizard brain will have you stay in the cave all day and not take any kind of risk because everything is dangerous, right? So conquer the lizard brain that's telling you don't do this because it's dangerous. Some things are dangerous. The worst thing you can do is take no risk at all. You understand? That's the worst risk. All right. Number four, just show up. You understand? Sometimes you'll figure that you can conquer certain things if you just show up. All of the different scenarios you ran in your head, you know 99.9% of them are not true if you just show up. And you'll see that it's not true. You understand? So, like for using the public speaking angle again, you get on that stage and you might knock your speech out of the park, right? But what about if you was playing all the different scenarios in your head, and if knocking the speech out the park wasn't one of them, then you failing yourself. Straight up. You got to do better. So just show up, right? And that's half the battle, is just showing up. Number five, accountability. You understand? Tell someone what you're going to do, show up to do it, and have a little bit of peer pressure and make sure you're getting it done, right? So if you're going to do something, tell your spouse or tell your girlfriend or tell your mom or tell your dad, tell somebody who really care about you, this is what you're going to do. So that 2 months down the line, a month down the line, they can call you back and say, yo, did you do that thing that you told me you was going to do? And if you say no, they're going to say, why not? Not in a harsh way, in a supportive way. You understand? They're going to say, why? I thought you was going to do it. What happened? And then you're going to tell them, oh man, I was on the couch. I was binge watching um, turtles racing hares. I don't know if that's a series or what, but yeah, it was a three-part series, turtles racing hares, and you binge watched it all for no apparent reason at all. You know what I'm saying? So just show up. Nike said, just do it. Just do it. Now, sometimes what helped me deal with my procrastination is I talk to myself like a sports announcer. You understand? I talk to myself as somebody who demands peak performance and someone who won't settle for anything less than peak performance. So can you imagine Stephen A. Smith is in your head and he's talking to you and he wants you to be the best person that you can be, and just imagine what he'll say to you. Just imagine his voice in your head. Like that'll motivate you to get up and not slack off. You understand? So sometimes we just putting off certain things because we're afraid of the end results. But guess what? You have the ability. Stop procrastinating. Go out there and get yours. This is Musalotala, Daily Gems. Let's put an end to some of this procrastination. Make moves. Check me out again. I'll be bringing you some more. Don't forget, post some questions below. I want to start doing this Q&A Tuesdays. And I got more coming your way. All right? Don't forget, like, subscribe, support me however you can. Let's make this YouTube thing work. All right? Peace.